Good morning and welcome to Newspaper Headlines. From the front pages that shape public opinion to the stories setting the national agenda, this is ATN Newspaper Headlines. We bring you today's major headlines, the facts behind them, and what they mean for you. We are open for sponsorship of the program, advert placement, news, event coverage, and commercials. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv, on Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Avo TV platform, Niger TV, FAST TV platform. You can also connect with us on our ATN socials by subscribing, like, and share. Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic Network 1, and on X, Atlantic TV Net. This morning, I have in the studio with me none other than Kingsley Emmanuel. Good morning, Kingsley.
Yeah, thanks very much for having me, Antoinette. Very happy to be here this morning.
Okay, happy to have you here as well. Today, we'll be looking at the following newspaper headlines: The Punch, Daily Independent, Daily Trust, and the Vanguard. We're starting with the Punch newspaper. First story on our headlines today: Governors face fire over 9 trillion naira FAC windfall. What do you think about this, Kingsley?
I think for me, first of all, is a welcome development, right? That we're having such a surge, when it comes to this, at this point in time. But the issue is, how is this money, of course, being used? Is it really, of course, helping the lives of the commoners, right? If you take a look at it in this current administration, we've seen a lot of things have been done to see how, of course, we can be able to stabilize the economy. You can't take away the first subsidy removal. You talk about the VAT collection, and all of that. But at the end of the day, we tend to get a lot of money from all of this. But how do we use it, all right, to help the common man on the street, to help people who do not really earn a lot, on the country? Take a look at our healthcare system. How good is it, all right? If maybe the state government, probably maybe use this money to develop, healthcare and maybe other sectors of the economy that could possibly, help the common people, I think, it will really help. I think a few days ago, we were talking about a lady who was bitten by a snake.
Unfortunately.
And at the end of the day, she was rushed to the hospital, and there was no proper medical attention. I heard there was no, there was no antivenom, and all of that would have probably helped her, at that point. But these are the things we're talking about, and if you go to our healthcare system, we don't have proper facilities, for people to take care of people. So these are the things we're looking at. It's good that, yes, the government is trying to see how they can make sure things like this come up or have increase in terms of, money, but at the end of the day, it should be able to affect the lives of people. We shouldn't just be hearing, there's a certain amount of money, and all of that, and at the end of the day, people's life, remains the same. People continue to struggle, and people do not really, of course, tend to have, or maybe have a good life.
Yeah.
So for me, yes, it's a good one, but we should be able to, translate, this one into something that could possibly, benefit a lot of people in the country. Okay.
Let's move on quickly then to Daily Trust. Billions lost at Kano Commodity Hub. We saw a fire outbreak in Kano. Even last week, we were talking about 5 different incidents in Kano. And then today, Kano Commodity Hub has seen billions lost in its in that place due to fire incidents. What do you have to say about this? How do we safeguard lives and properties, especially in such areas as markets and whatnot?
I think things like this do happen. I think last year something like this happened in Lagos. Something. The thing is, sometimes you can't stop things like this from happening.
Sure.
But the thing is, how do you stop it, or how do you prevent it, from happening, or even how do you manage it, when it happens? All right. You ask yourself, do we have, proper or standard fire service? Yes, that's the thing. if we hear, oh, there's a fire outbreak in so place, the fire service, how active are they? If it happens, maybe it happened by 8 a.m. and then, and you put an alert to the fire service, would they be there, let's say, 5 minutes? 5 minutes is even too late. All right. So I think there are, if probably things are actually being put in place, some of these things will be avoided. And possibly even though when it happens, we do not, actually, secure a lot of damage or damages, to see, at this point in time. If, our fire service, of course, are actually, active. It's a marketplace. Anything could happen. Some persons might be there doing one or two things that can actually cause fire, and all of that. So these are things that we cannot stop. All right, they can come up, at any time. But in a situation like that, how do you manage it? All right, if we have an active fire service system, and then I think maybe some of the damages, of course, that have actually, that we saw, maybe wouldn't have happened. So, and as well, despite the fact that, okay, we're talking about active fire service, those who are, in the market should also know what they're doing, so that you do not cause unnecessary problem, for yourself. You know the country you are living. You know the country you are. That even though something like this happen, sometimes it's very difficult, for you to get safe, at the end of the day. So you try as much as you can to avoid things that can bring problem or probably cause fire outbreak, and take a look at what it is now. It was so much that he has to at least, destroy so many things. And this is just February, all right? The year just got started and people are losing so much, to see. So it is very, very disappointing. But one thing we should try most kind, of course, to do is to try to better the system. If we have an active fire service maybe down there in Kano, maybe, of course, the damages, of course, we saw wouldn't have been that much, as is, from what we saw.
Yeah. All right, let's move on quickly to the vanguard. State governments now to share payment of electricity subsidy. So the federal government will not be the only one paying full subsidy for the people. The state governments also need to pay full subsidy. What do you think about this new development, considering how much they are earning now in terms of allocations, state allocations and what's not? Do you think that this is a step in the right direction for Nigerians?
I take a look at it. If it's a good step in the right direction, for Nigerians, I think at some point you want to see if the state government also engage in paying the fuel subsidy as well. The thing is, how
fuel subsidy or electricity?
Oh, sorry, electricity subsidy. How will it affect those using it, the citizens? All right, will it make it easy for them? Talk about paying electricity bills, and all of that. Even at some point, even when the people, of course, struggle to pay these electricity bills, you don't even get the light, at the end of the day. That's actually the problem at some point. So, in fact, before they even start talking about the state government will also engage in paying electricity bills, and how effective, all right, or how standard, all right, how regular the electricity supply. We're not talking about one who is going to be involved in payment now.
Yeah.
I think it should be asking the Nigerian now. He or she will be saying, will the light come?
So you think we should focus more on the infrastructure than the payments?
That's the thing, yes. How the people that will possibly enjoy this thing, would they actually enjoy enjoy it very well? For the past few days now, we're talking about national grid. We hear it has collapsed. Even I think this year alone, it has collapsed up to like 3 times.
Yeah, it has.
And people are suffering. Businesses are suffering. So are we talking about who is going to be paying the electricity bill, or how are we going to generate constant electricity for Nigerians? So these are things, of course, we look at. The federal government, they participate, or the state government participate in payment. That doesn't really concern the common Nigerian. What the Nigerian need at this point in time is, will I get the light? Would electricity be constant? That's the thing. So whatever is the case of, the state government will also participate in paying electricity subsidy and all that, I don't think that's really, of course, the issue. My is whatever they are doing, all right, let the electricity be constant now at this point in time, we can be experiencing this, before the year, comes to an end. The national grid will fall up to 20 times. But, it really affects people because sometimes a lot of persons depend on, the electricity to run their business.
They do.
All right. So at the end of the day, when we don't have, constant electricity supply, it affects so many things, in the country.
Okay. This is where we wrap it up on this episode of Newspaper Headlines. Up next is ATN Blue Out. Thank you so much, Kingsley Emmanuel, for coming into the studio today to discuss the headlines with us. Always a pleasure. Hope to see you again soon.
Definitely, I'll be here.
All right. Always a pleasure. We are open for sponsorship of the program, advert placements, news events coverage, and commercials. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv, on Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Avo TV platform, Niger TV, Ifastech TV platform. You can connect with us on our ATN socials by subscribing, like, and share. Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, and on X, Atlantic TV Nets. Remember, peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching. I am Antonia Asabil.